don't know if it's filming or not, and I don't like it. But
Why don't you like it?
I just don't like being on camera.
Oh, I'm sorry, Luke. At least you're doing it on Tuesday, so you've got the whole week to get over it.
No, he's got tomorrow off as well.
To recover.
It's recovery from this. It really gets my anxiety up.
What are you doing tomorrow?
Probably doing nothing.
I'll be shaking in bed.
You've done videos before, though, haven't you? This is easier than a video.
You should see me after those videos. I have to get in someone's bed and go for a nap. Don't like it.
Yeah. Oh. We do have to fully prep before.
Sometimes
videos,
after viewings, we book in like an hour, so it's half an hour of viewing and half an hour quick nap. We ask them. Our vendors are really accommodating. Yeah.
We got that all on camera. You're staying there. So your vendors know
Cut it
what
out
you're up
quick.
to. Nothing.
Yeah, imagine. We get phone calls from this.
I'm gonna crinkle on my
Sleeping
bed.
in my bed. Oh,
God.
no.
Can you start with Luke? Because I don't want to be under pressure.
For God's sake.
Okay, so we just
I ain't
like
talking the whole
ask-
time.
Right, you ready?
Yeah, go on then. Shoot.
Born ready.
Why not?
Really hard question to start with.
Yeah.
What's your name?
Can you tell us what office you're based in, please?
We're based in the North Swindon office.
Yeah. Work with Bo.
So what office are you actually in?
Royal Ambassador.
Together?
Yeah. All together.
Do you get on?
Sometimes.
Yeah, most
No.
of the time.
All the time, to be fair.
Yeah, we actually do.
Wind
get
each
on.
other up,
It's good.
though.
Do you have any scraps?
Yeah.
What about?
Just take him outside.
Normally about prices.
Washing up.
What? What? Who's listed what at what or what?
Yeah, but we're normally
Yeah.
taking a mick out of Alex.
It's more,
Oh, okay.
yeah. Sometimes it's like you say, prices putting them on too high, but then next day it will sell. So we just wind each other up.
Yeah.
We know
Oh,
they're going to
fine.
sell.
Yeah.
But
It's
the washing
only-
up, we fight over the washing up because
the
and the
bins.
milk.
What, you fight over who gets to do
No,
it, or the fact
because
no one's done it?
No, the
No,
milk
and
as
the
well.
milk. So we get milk delivered, and people just like to leave it in the fridge. And I'm not joking. You pull that out, it is
Yogurt.
minging. Honestly, and it must happen.
Oh,
It must
yeah,
happen
yogurt.
every week. It is
Yeah.
literally.
That's so
yogurt.
gross.
But I cannot
I know.
comment 'cause I've not really been there for most of the year. So
He
it's
has.
Daisy and Alex.
Yeah, but I'm busy. Do you know what I mean?
So who's the milk test? How can you not smell it though from
saw
outside the
it.
fridge? Because
No.
milk stinks.
No, you can't really smell it. No.
To be fair-
because it's contained. It's got the little red seal.
It's got the little red seal on it, but we
Yeah.
get it delivered because
contained.
where Hornby used
So
to be
no
in the
smells can leave.
where Hornby used to be in the office and have cereal, we get like 2 delivered every couple of days, and it's way too much, and we need to cancel it, but we keep
Yeah.
forgetting.
You
So
do.
literally, they'll go in the fridge.
So
and
Alex,
then-
if you're watching, can you cancel it, please?
yeah, please cancel it. Yeah, they'll just keep coming, and we'll just have to keep pouring them away.
To be fair,
No,
live
we
like
don't
that.
waste. We don't waste.
No,
milk.
we don't. No, we don't waste
We
it.
don't waste it. We make
Luke
it
will
into
drink it
cheese,
all.
yogurt, and we
Luke will drink it
reuse
all.
it.
Luke takes it home to Burton.
Yeah, it's a delicacy in Perth.
Got any milk?
Yeah.
To be fair, earlier I was making a coffee and there was oat milk in the fridge, and the date on it was like December this year, so it's
Yeah.
fine.
Oh, right.
But obviously, once you open it, it's got a bit of a shelf life, and I was pouring it in my mug, and Liv was like,
it's got like a seal.
"Oh,
on
I
it.
opened that weeks ago, so you can't use it now." I'm like, "So why is it in the
Are you
fridge?"
drinking?
That's what Jem does.
It's fine.
all
Because
right?
Jem drinks oat milk
Yeah,
a
but
lot.
like, take it out the fridge.
But that's the same as we've got stuff in our
I
fridge.
didn't think it would go off
We've
so
got
easily.
like that.
I
pickle
don't.
stuff.
I think it's like a best before. Like, it's just oats. It's not.
Our fridge
There's
is
no like
disgusting.
dairy
It's not like
product
milk,
in
yeah.
it, so I don't think it would actually
I
make
find
you
like
unwell.
yogurts in there from like weeks ago. I find Alex has got like meat, like beef
Yeah, he's-
slices.
oh.
I had to throw one out the other day. It's literally gone green. It's disgusting.
Which Alex?
brown?
Okay.
He likes his beef. Yeah. He loves his beef and rice
No, he
and
does.
Tabasco.
All he eats is-
Tabasco
no,
and olives.
and olives, yeah.
And a bit of olives on it.
Literally, that's all
And
he
it
eats.
Is that
stinks.
his-
No, and creatine.
Or just eat salmon. Yeah. Or just eat salmon out of the packet. I'll come in and just eating salmon. Or
Different.
he'll open tuna, won't he?
Yeah, we
Tuna,
don't like
it
tuna.
stinks.
Protein vibes.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, you do have to pre-warn your office friends if you're eating fish, I think.
Yeah,
Or like
I think
broccoli.
so. Or just eating salmon straight out the
Broccoli.
packet.
Yeah, because like contained broccoli is fine, but the minute you take that lid off, it stinks.
It does smell, yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no,
There should be like a trigger warning when he has the salmon, though. It really does.
Alex
Really
doesn't-
smells.
he doesn't
eat
And
any
also, just
vegetables.
watching him eat it is just quite frightening. But yeah, especially for Laura.
We need to be
Hopefully-
careful on here.
Hopefully he's going to change his diet plan.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna
after
literally
today.
hate us after this thing.
He probably will.
Yeah.
So, apart from the salmon and the beef, what do you like most about working in Bassett?
Oh, I just love the people. I always think with Bassett as well, it just feels like it's such a different place to like Swindon, because obviously I'm in North Swindon and it just feels so different over there.
You mean you live in North Swindon, yeah?
Yeah, I'm in
Let's not confuse the...
No, that's
the
fine.
audience.
Sorry.
No, it's the people, and they'll all come and speak to you, and we'll have. It's a little bit different. Like I've worked in different offices in Swindon before, and people don't come in and spend time with you. Whereas there, they'll come in, they'll spend time with you. You'll be
sitting down for hours. You know, people come in and it's like, what coffee do you want? Like, what tea do you want? Kind of thing. You've got to sit down and actually.
Good. Apart from if you need to go to a viewing.
Yeah. So many times you're sat having a chat and then you're like, I've literally got 2 minutes to get to like 19. What am I going to do? So it's a nightmare. But no, it is the people, and it's like this. I even had one lady the other day. I went round to her place and valued it, and she used to work for Pink Floyd as one of like the crew members backstage and everything. And it's just insane to have a conversation with her. Bless her, she's probably in like her 70s, but she literally was talking for hours about it. And seeing her like relive all that experience as well was really nice. Yeah.
Do you book like extra long for vows?
I know who you're talking about, I think.
Yeah.
Have you met her as well then, Luke?
I think, well, one of our vendors worked for some famous people as well. I think it was her actually.
No.
Oh, maybe different.
She's not a vendor.
Maybe they're all of Pink Floyd.
Maybe you never know. They're all in Bassett.
Yeah. That's where they all congregate to.
Yeah, they are.
And how do you think it differs, Luke, from West?
In West Swindon is great. Because you go to one house and you can go next door and it's similar.
Yeah, whereas so you sort of always know what you're getting.
Yeah, which was a nice thing because you could always play it off, and then when you're doing viewings you could always say to people, oh, this is what you can do with this, and you could take them to the office and show them the details.
Nice,
which actually did work really well. But with Bassett, everything is so different.
Yeah.
And what about the patch now? Because it goes... Carn, you've kind of got under wraps, haven't you?
Yeah, Luke's doing really well in Carn.
Carn's been really interesting,
knocking a lot.
actually.
Taking a lot off other agents, basically.
There's quite a few agents there, but it's been nice to... And I found with there as well, even knocking on someone's door is quite a kind of scary thing to do.
Yeah, it is,
honestly.
But doing it there, everyone's been really nice with getting...
Have they?
Yeah, I get invited
really
in. Daisy, it was so funny.
Yeah.
We were leaflet dropping there and I said, I'm just going to go knock on these people's door because they're for sale. Knocked on their door. Daisy went back to my car and she was waiting.
I was locked in his
minutes.
car for 45 minutes, like a dog trapped in a hot car or something.
So funny.
And it got pitch black. And I was like trying to call him. I couldn't get... Honestly,
we got the house and we sold it.
We got the house we sold it, yeah.
So you can forgive him for that.
I will forgive him, yeah.
The 45 minutes in a hot car.
It was very stressful.
Did you have the keys? Or
no. Oh no!
Yeah, she did have the keys.
I think I did have the keys.
Of course she had.
But look, let's just be dramatic and say that.
I had the window open a little bit.
So she could peer
just,
out.
Like, putting my fingers through everyone.
She got back, she was like...
But no, you're doing well in Carn, 100%. There's loads we're doing.
And then the other way, Lynham, is that like the furthest?
Lyneham's literally just between Carn and Bassett.
Yeah, Lynham's closer, so it's on the way to Carn.
Is it?
Yeah, Lynham's like 10 minutes.
In my brain,
Go on.
Carn was that way.
No, don't worry, I thought that before I started doing it. Honestly, they told me like mine the other day. I had no clue where I was driving to. When I had to do a viewing the other day, I was like, I have no clue where that is.
We do
so many villages. That's the thing.
Places.
So like we deal with like New Zealand, like New Zealand.
Yeah.
We deal with New Zealand, all of those places. Brinkworth,
Go
but
take her.
But Lynham's literally just before Carn, so 10 minutes away. But we get a lot there. To be fair, it's just. We've done quite well over there.
There's a lot of old military housing in Lynham, isn't there?
Yes,
yeah, the MODs.
And they're good houses to buy.
Yeah. I don't think they've sold too many of them, have they?
No, they weren't last year. It came on, but they're good. They're massive for the price and everything.
And often you get quite good gardens and stuff, don't you?
Yeah. There are some good ones
because they're
over
quite
there.
old. They've got a good, nice plot.
But even like the newer builds around Lynham, like St Joseph Way around there, they're really nice.
Yeah,
we
they are
sold
good.
quite a few there last year, didn't we? Like 3, I think.
I think it was 3. Yeah, probably was actually about 3 in there last year, which was good.
Down there, yeah.
And then, like, your roles in the office, who goes out? Do you all do the same sort of thing now?
It's kind of like split, isn't it, really? Like, Brownie, Alex does the majority of the valuations, especially the bigger stuff. Like, if we book it and it's got, like I say, land paddocks, we'll send him to it. He can figure it out because I'm not there for that. But me and Luke, if we speak with people and we've got, like, a good relationship, we'll go and val.
Yeah.
We'll go on the valuations,
Yeah, that is good. And I think people like to see the person that they've spoken to. It's all a bit more familiar then, isn't it?
And I think sometimes as well, it's because in Witten Bassett as well, there's not any female values at all. I don't think. I think there might be one, but there's not, is there? So I find that sometimes I go round to, ones that might have been divorce situations, stuff like that, and they just want to have a bit of like a woman to woman chat kind of thing. And it's, that's helped us a lot. Like one last year went on with a different agent. I went to it, lost it, got it back. She literally, I absolutely thinks we're, you know, amazing.
Oh, that's good.
She's lovely.
I think women do approach it differently. Yeah.
To have that as well. Like,
not any better or any worse.
No,
it's just different. Yeah.
We're all different in the office, aren't we? I think all of us are really different. So if we feel like someone's going to get along with someone better,
and that's so much better for business if you can recognise that, because there are probably other agencies, maybe even other offices where people are just really competitive and really hungry, and whilst that's good, if it's not right for the client, it isn't right for the client, and that doesn't change that.
We really work as a team over there, which is good. And it's like, if somebody, say for example Purton, Luke's in Purton, if somebody is from the village, knows people, will get him into it, because he's going to have the best relationship with them. He can talk about places, and
you never know. He might put a brick through a window when he was a kid. Yeah.
Know his family. But and other stuff, like if they're into cars and stuff, we get that kind of vibe over the phone. Maybe Alex is good, or if it's if it's a lady that just wants to have a little chat, cup of tea, get me over there. Get the bickies out. I'm chocolate digestive.
You're there. Yeah, that is so true. So day to day, who makes the drinks? Who doesn't make the drinks? Do you buy coffee? Do you make coffee?
We really rotate it, really, don't we? Me and Daisy will normally go, because there's obviously so many different. This is another thing we like about Bassett, is there's so many different local businesses.
You can always get everything, can't you?
So good.
Honestly, in Butcher's Mate, the Butcher's Mate, we should get shares in there. We get so much breakfast from there.
Do you?
And I mean, we go into Costa, we go Little Gem, which is brilliant. Yeah. Bassett Bakery.
Newden, there's loads.
Coconut and cherry cake
Not
from
Newdens.
there. Oh my god. Nodens.
What's it called? Nodens.
No, it's Nodden. It's Noddens.
I don't have a clue.
Is it Double Duh?
I don't know.
No,
I haven't actually.
I don't know. It's only recently opened.
Where's that then?
Literally, you know where the old...
in like a little archway.
It's
cool.
like you go up the stairs, where Hoff Kitchens is, if you know where that is. A new kitchen store.
I know where Little Gem is, and I know where...
It's in between. It's like where they used to do photography upstairs.
Oh, fine. You just got to do what you got to do these days, haven't you? Dog eat dog world, Daisy.
I've never heard that expression before. Why have I
What do you mean?
I
mean, Daisy's brilliant with expressions, and also what's short for what.
Oh my
it's
God,
amazing.
I've not told everybody this.
What do you mean?
Should I tell them about David?
Oh yeah, actually, listen to this.
No, you are not going to tell me that you didn't know Dave was short for David.
No.
Okay.
It's not that bad.
Right, so I always thought, David, if you're watching this, I'm so sorry. I always thought David and Billy were two different people. I thought it was like his brother.
Oh, Dobbin.
Yeah, Dobbin.
Well, he has got 15 names, so that's probably why.
There's Billy Dobbin in our group chat, and then David comes down, and I was like, "Where's Billy then? Where's he going?" And then Ryan said the other day.
Ryan actually had a go for ages on it.
Ryan was going, "Yeah, he has got a brother." I was like, "Yeah, I thought he did," but no, the other day in the group chat, because somebody put "thanks, Bill," and then Ryan went, "It seems weird calling David Bill," and I was like, "What do you mean?"
We had no idea until she said it the other day.
Honestly, it's so embarrassing.
Funny.
But to be fair, you don't see David that much anyway. Do you know what I mean?
Well,
it is true, David. Where are you?
Do you mean Billy?
Yeah.
So I call him Dobbin.
Yeah.
So I think that's
I know
fair.
what you're talking about.
I think that's
Everyone
fair.
says Dobbin, don't they?
Because sometimes in North, if I see him, I'm like, oh my God, what do I call him?
Yeah.
We're in public, we're at work. Like, what's his work name? I'm like, is it Billy? Is it David? Are you still Dobbin? Like, what's your name?
Dobbin.
That guy.
Yeah, there's been stuff like that.
So you've never heard the saying dog eat dog?
No. I've not heard dog eat dog, no.
God. Do you read books?
Yeah. Sometimes on holiday.
A magazine.
I've read
that's good. That's fine.
Hunger Games, I read that.
Have you?
Yeah, I love the Hunger Games.
That's
books.
impressive, to be
Bit
fair.
50 Shades Grey. Read those. Banging.
Literally.
I used to. I haven't read that much anymore. But
I got a serious question for you.
Go on then.
There's a common misconception that village properties are harder to sell. Do you think
No.
that's true?
We've sold 14 this month. Yeah,
I don't necessarily agree that. I think what that question means is I think sometimes when you get to conveyancing, there are slightly different angles on things that come up, like septic tanks or clawback agreements and stuff like that.
The thing is, we don't always, like, that's the higher end stuff, or sometimes out in the sticks you deal with the septic tanks and oil central heating. Like, we've had it recently with a few that, you know, it's not the regulation now. They've had to literally take it out and replace it.
Septic tanks, they changed, a few years ago.
It can't, like, go into certain areas, basically. So, yeah, we've had it before, but to be honest, like, that's actually not a lot of properties in Bassett. Most of them, I mean, if you go out to sort of Lyneham, we get a lot of them there on oil.
Because they've not got much on oil and septic tanks as well.
But there's not actually that many. Most of the ones we've sold this month have been pretty straightforward. Or they're, like, newer, aren't they?
But to answer your question, it's not a problem. You just overcome it.
I think also where that question isn't quite right is the people that are buying properties with septic tanks or sewage treatment plants or whatever there might be, or they generally either want something like that or they know they've bought it before, they've grown up somewhere like that.
That's
so
what I mean.
Generally their experience is
they've been used to the village kind of life.
And I guess it's the same with thatched properties as well.
Yeah, that was one thing that came up. I remember one in Lydia Millicent once, and we literally overcame that objection straight away, which was amazing, because it isn't actually as bad as people think.
No.
It's just blowing way out of proportion.
Yeah, it is,
And the vendor was really helpful at that place, because he said, "Oh, here's my people that deal with mine. By all means, give the potential buyers their details," and they did, and they bought it.
And actually, the fact of the matter is, if you keep the ridges okay of the thatch, they don't really need to be looked at any more often than what some, like a house that was built in the 50s or 60s needs to be looked at anyway.
They look so nice as well.
Yeah, they are so pretty, aren't they?
Yeah.
We've not got a lot of them in Bassett, to be fair. Not really.
As you go out, really.
As you go out to Carn,
like
I've seen a
Tockenham
few,
and
go
down there.
Taker, those areas.
Tockenham's so nice there.
Hillmartin's got a few I've seen as you go through. Yeah.
There you go.
It's cool.
That's nice. So you've been there since you were 17?
Yeah.
God.
I've been here since I was 16. I was working Saturdays here for North.
God.
We didn't realise.
What, how young she was?
No, nobody does. Like I was saying,
until Daisy told me and Alex in the office, wouldn't it?
That's a good thing.
I think it's good in some ways, but other ways, like you say, I hope it means the way I come across, but it's not like she just looks like an old hag, basically. Because I have had a few times say, "What do you kids go to the school here?" I'm like, "Do I look like I have?"
But it's also, Daisy said to me the other day about kind of sometimes people like pitying her a little bit because she's young.
Yeah.
But it's one of those things. We just want to be instructed on something because we're actually good at it, not just because we're
young.
I
had
sorry for us, you know.
About, I reckon it was before I had kids. So
I think as a woman as well, not to go down that whole like
20s.
But you do get it more because most sales people are men.
Yep.
And you've got to remember, if I'm going up to a house and so is the other agents there, they've been doing it for years, middle-aged guys, and then they see me turn up. And it's even more rewarding, though, when you get it on, because you're like, I just got been beaten by a 20-year-old girl. But it's,
so good.
Yeah.
I had a house about, I don't know if it's like 6 years ago, I don't really know. It was in Chiseldon. And it was 2 doors away from my mum's house. So we knew, and I was still at home, so it must be longer than 6 years. Oh my God, 8. And so we knew them and they knew what I did and they asked me to go out and value it. So I went out and valued it and so did someone else. Yeah. And I valued it at 440 at the time.
Yeah.
And they had valuation at 500 grand. They rang and they're like, "Oh, we're going with the other agent because they said it's worth more money." And I was like, it literally isn't. Yeah. So I spent 45 minutes on the phone to her trying to win it back and she just wasn't having it. Anyway, it was on the market for ages and ages and ages and ages and ages and ages. And then it sold after maybe 7 or 8 months. She wouldn't come back, but that's because she knew. And I was like, "Oh, what did you sell it for?" She's like, "Oh, we're really pleased. We got 440 for it in the end." Bassett having the transport links and stuff that it has, and kind of a high street that's actually got stuff going on. There are younger people that want to live there and want to move, and are living there now.
That's amazing.
So I'm sure it's really refreshing for them to see people of similar ages or a bit younger doing the same job that.
Well, the schools are really good there as well. That's what most people move there because of the schools. And then there's loads of people like mine and Daisy's age, well, my age, and then some Daisy's age as well.
At school?
Yeah.
Joking, Daisy. Daisy's not still at school, guys.
But it is a nice thing. It's like you go to the pub there'll be some older people, but there'll also be a load of young people as well, which is a nice thing.
And they want a mixture of people. They want to, deal with people who kind of maybe went to school with their kids and stuff like that as well, which really helps, doesn't it?
There's a lot of people that move back to Bassett if they moved away, and then they move back to like, we used to live here when we were younger. Or
nice.
It's actually quite a nice thing to see, because it means it's a nice place. If people are moving back there, then
it is,
they're not just going to move back there if they don't like it.
Did you go to school there?
No, I went to school in Perton. I never left Perton when I was young.
What secondary school in Perton?
Braden.
Oh, yeah. Where did you go to school? Isambard.
Isambard, yeah. I went LPA before that and then left. Wasn't a fan.
Weren't you?
No.
Josh went there.
Did he?
Yeah. It wasn't called that though.
No, it was
called
Green Down.
Green Down, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan, then I went Isambard.
Were you a fan of that either? No. That's why she's here.
No,
she's actually 14.
I literally dropped out. I got no GCSE.
You don't need them.
Yeah,
you don't need them.
I mean, I have actually got them. I'm just.
If you have kids, you have to obviously encourage them to do well at school and whatever. You don't actually need them. When I got this job, when I first went to Alton, I retook maths 5 times to get a C.
5 times?
Right, just to clarify, my other GCSEs were amazing.
Oh, right.
Yeah, A stack, 4 A's, a B, a couple of C's, and then maths. And my mum and dad were like, you got to retake it, you got to get a C. I was like, yeah. So I took it times 18 and I got it. And I've been this job basically since. I had one job before here and no one's ever asked to see my CV.
No,
it's absolutely gutting. Yeah. All the time I wasted on that, I didn't even need it.
Yeah, but also, are they actually going to research? Do you know what I mean? Couldn't you just slap an A on it?
Some jobs do.
Because that's what I've done here.
I think when I've looked at CVs in the past, I've never looked at someone's grades.
I think it's just on the person, isn't it, at the end of the day? Everyone's different, aren't they?
And some people just don't like school.
Yeah.
And that's fine.
It doesn't work for everyone, does it?
I know you have to go, but some people just don't like it. If you don't like it, you don't like it. You like what you like.
Exactly.
People learn in different ways.
My kids better like it though, right?
Yeah.
It won't be like this for them. What piece of advice would you give to someone selling in a market, town or village?
Listen to the agent's advice, because it is at the moment...
Not any agent though, Luke. Come on.
Listen to Richard James.
Listen to me and Daisy. No, it is important, because if at the end of the day, if you're not getting any advice from your agent, something's wrong, because they're being lazy. That does happen sometimes. But also, we're there to help you. We're paying us a fee to do a job for you.
Yeah, let us crack on.
Yeah, we're there to do that for you. We're not here to sit down and wait for the phone to ring.
Yeah.
And that is the difference, I think, with a lot of stuff. And you need some help at the moment, because it is not easy.
It's not easy.
Yeah. The buyer work has really got to be good as well, hasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. It's really important. Especially in Bassett, we literally had one the other day. Prime example, a lady came in the office and she explained to me and Daisy what she wanted, and we had one that was nearly there, which Daisy showed around, and I said to Daisy afterwards, I said, right, what we'll do is we'll have a little phone through and see if there's anything else for her, because obviously we've all got lists of people that we've seen.
That we've gone out to, and they're just might move, not too sure kind of thing.
Yeah, and there was I said to Daisy, I said, here we go, there's one here, perfect, and literally rang them up.
Yeah.
She's gone in there and bought it now.
Oh, has she?
Yeah.
So
that's
she's
so
chuffed
good,
as well.
And the vendor's chuffed
and that
as well.
is the difference. Because that's stuff that's not available, but you do have to want to do that for someone, and I think that's where we definitely come up trumps.
We come back from evaluation, and you don't just send the vow letter and leave it there. I always, same for everybody, I think we make a list of who will buy it kind of thing. So then when we do get the opportunity, we've got those people lined up already.
Yeah, and I think people are more understanding if you've got real people.
Yeah.
Because it's really easy for an estate agent to go out there and say, I've got so many people that would buy this, and actually they don't.
That's one thing that's difficult. I almost want to say to people, no, I'm not just doing that whole salesy thing. I have actually got someone that will buy it. But we've had it recently with one that's not on the market, and we had a second viewing last night, and they're really keen, so never know, they might buy it. But we've got, fingers crossed, 2 other viewings lined up on it, ready to go. So
yeah, it's good. And I think also that takes a bit of stress away from the seller, doesn't it? That if you're getting people enough,
people going in the house.
It's just people that are committed and want that sort of thing. That makes a huge difference. particularly if they're at home with a family.
Yeah, we don't want to.
The thought of like tidying up and stuff.
To be fair,
with kids
their house is always like immaculate. I always go around there like mind the mess. I'm like, you've literally got one spoon out of place, but it is
fix the spoon.
I know, literally, like 1 teaspoon on the side. I was like, right.
It is amazing to see how like every house is so different inside, and it's interesting.
Yeah.
Because so you go in. We obviously, and you have in the past, everyone sees so many different places, and you're like,
and people live so differently, don't they?
Oh yeah.
You get some people that it looks like they don't live there, and other people where everything's very clean and tidy, but they have a lot of stuff. Like that would literally be there's like kids' paintings everywhere and whatever. And there would be someone who lives minimalistically that would come in my house and literally have a heart attack.
Yeah.
What do I do with them? And then there's other people who aren't as tidy, and that's fine.
Yeah.
Because everything, at the end of the day, there is the right buyer for... And you're literally intruding. I know they want to sell, but you're still going in on someone's house,
that's
aren't
helpful.
you?
So if there's an issue, we can just say, look, like we had one, we've had a few in the past, I won't just quote one, but like people don't use certain things in the house, like they won't put the lights on for us. Or
heating as well.
The heating is the main thing a lot of the time.
Especially at the minute, it makes all the difference.
Yeah, you don't want to go in somewhere that's freezing cold.
No, and you take your shoes off and it's freezing.
Shoes in the hallway used to be my worst thing.
Really?
Yeah, so you know, like some people will keep like a rack of shoes in a hallway, and you just walk in, you just smell a foot. I used to think, yeah, but it was the same house. It was the same house. Yeah, the same house. It was literally the same house. We're talking about the same one.
They've got to have some stinky feet, though. I can't lie.
Wow, it's not even that.
Smell it that bad.
No, it wasn't even that they were like stinky, cheesy feet. They were just like it smelt like worn shoes.
Yeah.
But that's the only way I can describe
did you say
it.
Worn or warm?
Worn.
Oh right, I thought you said warm shoes. I was like, what do they smell?
Oh, a bit warm too, but just like worn shoes. But that is the same house we're talking about, yeah.
Right.
We went in there both loads of times and just thought, oh, move your shoes. I think we told them in the end.
Yeah.
We'll get a plug-in. Just put it on max vol, you know.
Exactly.
We don't just want to walk in and go,
just put them outside. Hide them around the corner.
Yeah, like put them away, man.
Yeah.
They were neat, to be fair. There was nothing wrong with how they had been placed. They just smelt like shoes. Yeah, but that's the first thing people are walking into. If someone wanted to buy in Bassett or Lynham, Carl, what would you suggest?
Come and speak to us.
Yeah. Come in the office and get registered rather than just everybody looks on Rightmove now, but it's not all like I said about those houses in Luke.
Answer your
They're
phone.
not.
Answer
your
Number
phone,
one.
Have a chat.
If you send an inquiry, please pick up. Yeah.
But so much is selling that's not on there, and if you're on the database, we'll send it to you. You know, but if you're not, then although we'll probably advertise it at some point, it's not the main way to sell it.
Yeah. And I think also people often buy stuff that they didn't think they were going to buy. So 100%. If you've met them or you've had a long enough conversation with them and they're telling you they want 3 beds, 3 stories and modern, you can probably tell from the way that they're talking that actually they would look at something older.
You get an idea of what people want. So that's the good thing where we do the vows as well, where we do a lot of the viewings, you walk into a house and you're like, they'll buy that. You know exactly who's going to buy that house before you've even sat down and given them kind of a figure as well, which is good. And that's what we've done with like a lot of the recent listings as well, is like Luke did one in Lynham and he got somebody through the door, literally bought it straight away kind of thing. So you just know your buyers. So once you have a conversation and we get to know you, you know, we'll help you basically.
Yeah.
It is interesting when you're on the phone because a lot of people I think they just feel like they're going to get sold to. But like how me and Daisy are, we just want to help them at the end of the day. So once you actually get past that, people then warm up to us. Like we've had it loads of times. We were talking about it yesterday. People will then warm up to us, then they listen. Then we can work out something together, and then they actually trust us a little bit more. Then they go into the houses that we're like, look, just go and have a look at it, and then they go and look at it and they buy it, which is awesome.
Yeah, that makes a massive difference, doesn't it?
Getting to know them,
because that always used to be our number one thing, is that people will buy something they didn't think they'd buy.
Well, and that happens a lot.
Well,
it does.
Even one of my best mates, look at Angela. She said she was looking and she said, I don't want a new build, I don't want Tadpole. And she bought a new build in Tadpole. Absolutely loves it now. Complete opposite of what she said she'd want. And she absolutely loves it there. So, yeah.
Yeah, I used to get it a lot in West Swindon with like Toot Hill and stuff because for some reason people just would gravitate away from that.
Yeah.
And I said to them, go and have a look at it. It's actually you need to go and see these
And again,
houses.
they were built at a time where you get a really good sized house. Yeah, you get good value for money there.
You go there and it's fine.
Yeah, it is. And the school catchments there, even places like that people don't think about, are really good. And probably the same, because Bassett, Lynham and Calne, did they go to Bassett as well?
There's a primary school in Lynham.
And Calne's got quite a few schools there as well.
They've got a private prep school,
All of them are really good. Like Bassett Academy is really good, but you've got the primary school just on Normarsh, haven't you? You got is it St Bart's or not St Bart's?
Yeah, it's St Bart's.
There's loads. Yeah, there's loads, but they're all really good. Loads of people move here because of the schools, to be honest.
And the nice thing is, a lot of the people we work with, their children go to school around there anyway. So if we've got like a bias, I haven't got any children. Daisy hasn't either. So for us,
can I just clarify? I don't have any children. Anyone keep asking me on vows? Honestly,
not yet.
I don't, please.
But
not that I know that anyway.
What we try and do is say to people, look, I'd rather be honest with you. I don't have any children. Speak to our colleague and they'll tell you. Because like Claire, we can literally.
Oh, of course, yeah.
If we need any help with school stuff, Claire will literally speak to them.
Yeah, she knows the area.
She would speak to them. Or
Emma
in West Swindon. Emma's little one she goes to school in I think what's it called, Brookfields, I think it was, or something like that. Is that in West Swindon? I think it is.
Yeah, probably. Somewhere, yeah.
One of the ones there. But she raves about it, which is brilliant, because if she needs to speak to someone about it, they'll probably be more than likely to
definitely.
buy the house there.
And I think if they know that someone that goes there or your kids go there, it does make it easier.
We work with the schools a lot, like St Bart's. We do like the colouring competitions and stuff like that with them.
I like colouring.
Do you get involved, Lee?
Yeah,
Barry did
almost won.
Oh, did he? Colouring is so therapeutic. It's really good for you.
Every year we get them, don't I? I get one while I'm on the phone and I'll just be colouring away, just as like a bit of multitask.
I think Daisy isn't actually on the phone, she just picks the phone up.
Yeah, I just pretend and I'm just
She's
literally
talking to herself.
Just painting my picture.
Yeah. But I've not got that many colours, that's the thing. I've only got like yellow highlighter, pink highlighter.
We can get you some more.
Oh, you can't colour in with highlighters.
That's the options I've
Get
got,
Brownie
Jess.
down the shops for some new crayons.
Need some office crayons, please.
Add it to your stationery list.
Yeah.
Have you got any funny or awkward viewing stories that are appropriate enough for a podcast?
I've got a good viewing story. We were talking about it earlier.
Oh yeah, Daisy has actually got a really good one.
I passed out on a viewing.
You fainted?
Yeah. It was really bad. Can I just say, the guys that I showed round, I would have never wanted to, like, they were the best people to be there for it. Like, they were really nice. But
That's so embarrassing.
I don't know what happened. It was awful. I literally walked in and I took my blazer off. I was like, oh God, I'm getting a bit hot in here. Walk into the lounge, I just fall onto the sofa. And they're like, what's going on? And I was like, oh, I need a drink. So bearing in mind this is somebody else's house, obviously I spoke to them after, got me a cup of water and I was like, just show yourself around, I'm really sorry. And I just had to lay there. I literally had to lay there.
Then Daisy came back to the office afterwards and was like,
I just started crying.
The viewers helped her. They were really nice.
The viewers said to me, oh, I've got some food in the car. Do you want to like eat them? Or
But Daisy just did. Yeah. I think Daisy got really anxious because the driveway was really awkward.
I honestly think it was a panic attack.
That's what it was.
No, but honestly, because this is like the first time I'd been properly driving. And it was in Broadtown, just off the main road.
Yeah,
and
I know
Broadtown. They had vans parked on the drive, and I came on.
Was it one of those semis?
It's like literally
on Broadtown Road.
Yeah.
On the main road.
I know those. They're so awkward.
Onto it. So I kept thinking, oh my goodness, I'm not going to be able to get back off. Like, I'm gonna actually.
That's why she passed out.
I think it was to do with that, and I hadn't eaten anything, so maybe like a bit of a combination of both. But yeah, that was a nightmare. And then I came back to the office and I was like, I need to go home. I
had one in Purton once where I did the viewing. The vendors walked back in and their dog jumped to me and ripped through my shirt.
Oh, yeah.
I was just completely, They did buy me a new shirt.
And the other day.
Oh, did they?
Handle.
Oh, yeah. I also, the other day, locked up someone's house, went to check the door was locked and snapped the handle straight off.
Yeah, that happens often. That is like a thing. Yeah.
Are you really strong?
That'll make Luke feel reassured
then.
Thank
God.
The first time it's happened to us.
I don't think it's anything to do with muscles. I think it's just shit doors.
They were just, it wasn't probably a dodgy door.
Shoot
I think we paid and got it sorted.
Yeah, we sorted it out.
But
I felt so bad because I couldn't go back in the house.
I think there's been loads of experiences like that.
Yeah, that
like,
with keys getting stuck.
That's what I mean, or you
forget
a key. You
go
to
in the wrong house before.
Yeah.
What else happened? So much stuff. It's
you get locked in a house if it's one of those, or locked out the house if it's a self-locking door kind of thing.
Calling people the wrong names, nearly letting, not knowing about house cats, and then nearly getting out.
Yeah,
that's my worst nightmare because I hate cats.
Oh, Really?
I hate cats.
We like cats.
Do you know what? If I go to a house with a cat in it, it makes
Daisy,
my day.
Yeah, we send Daisy to the ones that
or dogs. I love cats and dogs.
You might have to leave this podcast.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, honestly, if all goes wrong, I'd love to be a pet groomer.
I hate.
What's that?
What?
What did you just say?
As a career?
Yeah, I'd love to do that. Just like, like I see it on TikTok, them shave the cats and stuff and groom them properly. Same for the dogs and everything.
A bald cat?
No, like the long-haired ones and everything.
You want to be a cat hairdresser?
Basically, yeah.
I can't believe you love cats.
I love cats.
I do like cats too.
I strongly dislike cats.
Why? I don't
They're
know why.
scary.
Why?
And hairy.
Exactly. They're like a little fluff ball.
No.
Siamese ones.
They're just like walking around. When we did leaflets the other day, there was a really cute one, and they're just so friendly. Some of them. I mean, you get them.
Yeah, most cats are friendly. I think you get the odd one, but I do like going on viewings when people don't like cats because they run away.
We need to drop the
I would be running away.
Everybody's so rude about cats.
Cats are awful, and they're so like nosy and rude. They just walk into your house or your garden, just like or wee on your astroturf.
What's the worst pet then you think you could have?
A cat.
What?
Yeah, I'd rather have like 8 tarantulas and a snake than have a cat.
So what about things like rats?
No, never have a rat. Rat and a cat in the same category. Rats are gross.
Luke's got a pet rat.
No, I haven't got a pet rat. But
he does in Perth.
In your garden?
No,
we had one in our garden.
I
had to put a trap out.
In the loft.
Gross.
We used to have a rabbit that lived in our garden. That was a bit weird.
What do you mean? What, like a wild rabbit?
Next door's rabbit. It jumped over. It lived in our garden instead. It did. We'd see it. We'd find it in the bushes and stuff.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah.
It died.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
No, it was an evil rabbit.
Oh.
Cats are just evil.
Let's get it down.
No, I love cats.
A rabbit?
Yeah, it got up onto their roof. Only like the low-level roof, but my friend had to get it down.
Oh.
And it scratched him.
Oh, naughty rabbit.
I had a cat getting killed by a fox once. It was awful as well.
Have you got a cat at home?
I've got 2 cats.
What are they called?
Sully and Tink. After the Disney characters.
Tinkerbell and Sully from Monsters, Inc.
Yeah.
I mean, I like their names. It helps.
You would love
Tink's
like
no. I wouldn't even touch one.
Oh no, you'd love
I
her.
would not touch one.
No, but honestly, she's like an old woman.
I wouldn't.
She'll literally curl up in her bed.
If someone said to me, "Here's £1 million, or stroke that cat," I would not stroke the cat.
She's got a limp and all. You literally, you could not resist.
No, I wouldn't.
If you saw her just limping.
I would not stroke a cat for £1 million.
We've got an animal hater over here.
I don't not.
Red flag.
Guys, remember that.
That's a red flag.
I don't not like. I don't not like.
Watchers now.
I don't not like dogs. I do like dogs.
Yeah.
I think they're sweet.
I love dogs.
What would be your ultimate pet then?
No pet free.
That's what I am, to be
I
fair.
got kids. I don't need pets.
Why? Pets are so fun.
Kids are.
I don't need a pet.
Kids are easier than pets as well. Like when we go to the pub with the kids, they're just like running around, eating a bag of crisps or whatever, chilling.
Are your kids pub kids? I was a pub kid.
Well, not pub, not like boozer.
They're in there chatting football chants.
But we will take them to the Clifton occasionally,
Yeah. That was like our weekend. I remember always being down like or Tawny Owl or something.
Yeah.
And they'll do some colouring or whatever and eat some bag of salt and vinegar.
Daisy still does that.
And a fruit shoot if they're lucky. But mostly just squash.
What about J2O?
Yeah,
They're not quite there yet.
No, we're not at J2O level yet.
Ooh.
Glass bottles in a 3 and 4-year-old. You've got to be joking.
Yes.
You'd end up eyeless.
You can get them in a can now.
Oh no, there's no can.
Actually, that's probably worse as well, getting a can on them.
Yeah. Cans are a bit icky and they get their fingers in
not
there.
got the same taste out of a can either.
No.
The glass bottle, it's like having a Coke out of a glass bottle.
Coke
It's
in a
completely
glass bottle,
different.
Yeah, Diet Coke in
abroad,
glass
it's
bottle, yeah.
top
So
tier.
good. Or Fanta lemon when you go
Fanta
on holiday.
lemon in the glass bottle is
so
It's
good.
holiday and
elite.
That is. Get me holiday.
How do we get here?
I don't know.
On this pub talk. Oh, pets and kids. Yeah, anyway, so when we go to the pub, the kids are there and they're just fine, like all night. They get a bit ratty. But everyone's like, I gotta go, got a dog, gotta go, got a dog.
Yeah, that is true actually.
Really?
Gotta go stroke my dog.
Oh, to be fair, that is a good point, but...
Danny
My
Hale.
friend does that all the time.
Not naming names.
They just leave. They go, I've got to go look after the dog.
Yeah.
That's where you get cats as well. Cats are easy.
Yeah, they sort
No
themselves out.
cats,
They do.
Daisy.
Cats sort
My cats
themselves
are
out,
outside.
actually,
They're just, fend for themselves.
That is true. With a dog, you have to go look after it. With a cat,
apart from Tink, because she's got a limp, so we find her. She's stuck on the roof of somewhere. Can't get down. We've got.
How do you know she's there though?
You can hear her. You can hear her from a mile away. Like, I'll ring doorbell. I'll be at work. There'll be somebody ringing my doorbell on the ring doorbell, going, "Yeah, your cat's screaming again outside." I'm like, oh, for God's sake.
What do you have to do? Drive home and get her off?
Yeah,
No, I'll get Ben or someone to go sort her out.
Get the fire engine out.
No, she's not.
Fireman Sam.
We had for her when I lived in.
God's sake!
No,
I hope
I'm
no
not
one
wasting their
joking.
time.
Yeah, they didn't come out in the end.
Oh.
When we lived in Tadpole, we had a free story there, and Tink climbed out of my mum's ensuite onto the roof, was holding on by two paws, screaming, and we called the fire brigade, and they said no, we won't come out. So luckily,
no.
we had a.
I don't suppose they would.
No, but she was literally clinging on for dear life. Luckily, one of our neighbours was a roofer, so we had like a good ladder we could use. So he climbed up and got her in the end. But yeah.
I couldn't do that either.
I've had a cat that's jumped out the window onto the trampoline as well.
Insane.
They don't actually boing up like you think.
No, I was literally.
It's not like the cartoon.
I had funny
It's
TikTok
like-
visions then. Yeah.
It's gone.
Yeah.
Back onto the roof.
Yeah, we've had all sorts of experience with Tink.
Oh, how old is
Really
she?
going off on a tangent.
Probably 15, 16.
That's old, man.
Yeah, she's old.
Aren't cats like? Are they like same age as dogs?
Yeah, she's
Like
probably
they're like 7.
Yeah,
like times
all
7.
I'm gonna say
or
is I
whatever.
love her, but she's on her way out. She can't even walk. You know. Well, she can, but not very well. Not in a straight line, at least. Well, same as me. To be
Yeah, I was going to
honest.
say.
Yeah,
Daisy can't walk in a straight
Yeah,
line.
they do say owners grow to look like their pets, though,
Yeah.
right?
maybe.
How many times have you fallen over this week?
4. Oh no, it's actually a new week now. Once.
Three.
Do you know what someone
Oh,
said?
yeah.
It's a new week.
I
Once
showed
this
these
week.
I showed these people around a house. I reckon it was in like 2014 or something.
Yeah.
And it was like one of my first viewings. It was on a big house in Rawson, and I fell over.
Oh no.
And they were lovely. I think they might have bought it in the end. I can't actually remember. But anyway, that was on the Saturday. So on the Monday, this phone call comes into the office. This person phoned. They were like, "Oh, I can't remember the girl's name from Saturday, but she's just like Bridget Jones."
Oh, did they?
And Joe didn't even ask. She just passed me the phone.
Did she? Do you know what? I'd actually take that as a compliment. I love a bit of Bridget Jones.
I mean, I was like, great. She's just clumsy and wears big
That's
knickers.
like-
So I was like, right.
How did they know what knickers you were wearing,
Well, they
Jess?
didn't, but that's what came to my mind. I was like,
Yeah.
hang about.
I was going to say.
Yeah,
To be fair, I'm a bit like that. I've fallen over before and like cut all my arm and leg and everything.
Daisy did do that.
Did you?
Yeah.
She fell over literally.
Right outside a house we had for
What was it, like 3 times last week?
I didn't properly
Tripped.
fall. I
She
just,
nearly
like,
fell through the
in all
kebab house
fairness-
window.
Been to doctors?
No.
I think it's your
Excuse me.
shoes.
Yeah, but I've got like a
Well,
bigger
they're different
heel
to that,
on.
though.
No,
Well, you wore them down a
they're
bit.
different. They're different boots.
Yeah.
So we're out leaflet dropping. and
Daisy
it's
just falls over. It's brilliant. Never know
Yeah,
what's gonna
I'm quite
happen.
clumsy as well. Very clumsy.
You're a bit of a Bridget.
I'm a Bridget, yeah. Call me Bridget Costin.
It is interesting. We never know what Daisy's going to come out with, when she's going to fall over next.
And Alex, to be fair.
Yeah, that
and
is true.
you, to
What?
be fair.
Does
all-
Alex deck it?
I know.
Oh, he did
my
once. Yeah, he
goodness. Do you
did.
know what? That man has got, if his life was a movie, it would, everybody be watching it. He's got
Yeah.
so much stuff going on in his life.
It's so funny.
He comes back from vows and viewings, and honestly,
So-
the
something would
experiences
have
he's
happened.
had are like insane. Whether or not they're true, I don't know.
Yeah, we don't know. But to be fair,
They make for good
normally
storytelling.
they actually are.
No,
'cause
they normally are true. He's just so unlucky.
gets a
bless
brand
him.
new car, pops 2 tyres in the first week of
Like
having
a
it.
drives
Oh,
to car and
no.
log falls off the back of a
Yeah, that
thing
did
and he
happen.
almost literally got killed.
Yeah,
Had
a
a
log
massive-
fell off of
yeah,
a lorry
it
and
was
he
bad.
crashed straight into it.
Yeah, it was really bad.
That's one of my
We didn't
worst
believe him
fears.
when his car was
No,
battered.
it
Because
was-
that's
car
like
was
Final
Yeah,
Destination
yeah,
stuff,
and it
that
did
is.
happen. Yeah, that is.
Like, it goes straight through like your jugular
Me
or
and Barry
something.
were on
You're
the
like
way to
log
evaluation.
head.
We saw the log. We saw the log.
Yeah,
We saw it.
it was a big log.
Yeah, we saw it on the side of the road. Me and Barry were laughing our heads off.
It was a massive log.
What, and it damages car?
Death
Yeah,
by
bad.
log.
It
Yeah.
damaged it really bad.
God.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It was
If
bad.
anything bad's going to happen, it'll be to him. So
And
don't
it's
go in the
even
car
like
with
he's
him.
had on viewings people fully like fall over and smack themselves or cut themselves. Like bad things happen.
I don't
God.
know why.
I think
Random.
I don't know. Yeah, it's not like it's his fault. You know, he doesn't.
It just happens.
It just happens to him.
The law of attraction would probably say that it is his fault, actually.
Don't know.
If you want to get spiritual, then yeah, maybe.
Look, you just get out my crystals.
But it does. Normally, anything like it is amazing the amount of stories he come out with. But they do actually happen. It's weird.
Yeah,
like,
sometimes
we don't believe
I'm like,
him.
yeah, right. And then something happened, and then somebody will come in and like, that actually happened.
I had a lady fall over before a viewing once as well. She was covered in mud.
Oh
before the viewing. Yeah, I felt quite bad for her.
Alison, do you remember Alison?
Oh yeah, Alison.
She decked it on some decking.
Did she?
Yeah.
So sketchy on.
Did you get like the lines on her face or something?
Green.
I think it was just on her bottom. I think
They are
she
really
just
slippy,
like
though.
Liney bottom.
I don't like decking.
Describe Bassett in 3 words.
Pubs.
That's one. Pubs. Up and coming. Vibey.
Pubs, cows.
No!
Pubs.
You're trying to get people to move there.
Pubs, people and local businesses.
Oh, nice. All right, thank you, Luke.
Business.
Keep it local.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you, Luke, for the first sensible answer of today.
No problem.
Perfect.
That is unlike me, normally.
It's been an hour. It's
Yeah,
really
can we
sorry.
go now?
We need
I'm
to
so
go back to our
sorry.
day jobs, don't we?
Yes.
Yeah, we probably should.
Thanks so
I need
much
another
anyway.
coffee, though, so I'm gonna
Thank you
have
for
one
having
before we
us.
Thanks,
Back to
Bridget.
Bassett. You're welcome, Bridget.
go. Right.